Morning, 26th of September 2021. Take my bandage off, it maybe was a bad idea. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective, without you this doesn't work. Astral DJ's playing a disco song. I believe it's called Ring My Bell. So somebody may be coming to call, maybe getting a visitor. Today's card is the Strength card. It's about karma. It's about the two dueling dogs or dragons, whichever one you want to associate with. The one that wins is the one that you feed. So it means that if you feed fear, that's what will win. If you feed positivity, that's what will win. Could be a struggle with a person. It's Leo energy. Oops. It's about the heart, the back, your self-expression, your strength. And it's about patience. It's before midday. So somebody's been sat on the fence, juggling, trying to do too many things at once, trying to be in two places at once, trying to be everything to everybody and not succeeding for at least 2 years. It's somebody juggling people, jobs, etc. And somebody's in denial about what needs to happen. Arguments, accidents, losses within the home, electrical and water problems. Those born on the 16th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. There's fear here, real fear. Those born on the 22nd, living or past, if your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Too worried about other people think. So we're in a dark place, dwelling in depression or looking back on the past, crying over spilt milk, whinging and whining because with no backbone, no strength. Can't express ourselves properly. Issues with the heart and back, emotionally, physically. It's a struggle that we're losing because something is over. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Somebody fears that ending. And it is an ending because we've got 2 10s there. An end to the family dynamics. It could be a passing. If that's the case, I'm very sorry. It's probably the heart if that's the case. Brought on by an argument. So be very careful if you're arguing with somebody, because it could quite easily have a heart attack. Be very careful. It's moving on to calmer waters. Travel, maybe. Leaving all that misery of the past behind. Somebody's had enough. So, Major Arcana is negative because of the fear and the putting all the energy into avoiding something. If you put the same energy into going with it, you'd be more successful. Somebody's trying to avoid this ending. "10 weeks, 10 months is mentioned. 6 weeks. Do not take the baggage of the past with you. Yeah, there's unconditional love here, but it's not committed. There's no commitment involved. Somebody comes in all emotion, but no thought about how it's going to work. A new love is being offered. Someone that will fill your cup with happiness. Somebody's maybe in denial about this new love. 1 month. Yeah. Fear to do with the family unit. There's something not quite right there. It's not that it's unhappy in a sense, but just that it's got as good as it's going to get. It's nowhere to grow, so it's stagnating. Messages are coming about disappointment. Gifts. Children, Taurus, Vega, Capricorn energy. Someone in uniform, younger energy. Positive communications. Conflict and competition. Today, that's what it seems. Something about money, mothers, security, a passing. Those born 1959 plus or minus 12, February to February, could be involved. Unhappiness. Not enough money. Some people are not happy unless they've got enough money. There's not enough money here. Somebody who was once a good friend, reliable, generous, is now unpredictable and unreliable. And there it is, the mother energy. Nothing can grow in barren lands. So it's the divine feminine that's not happy. Arguments with a woman. Military, maybe May the 31st, November the 11th. Poppy. 3rd or the 30th. Arguments with a woman. Negative energy. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. So beware. Coming out of a nightmare situation. But to do that, you have to move on. And don't take the baggage of the past with you. Somebody's in a very dark place, an unhealthy place. Either because of health, because of depression, mental, physical or emotional, in a dark place. Sometimes this is the lady that's jilted at the altar, gone down the aisle without a dad, widow, divorcee. It's not listening to spirit. It's not looking after yourself. It's not being careful about what goes in your mouth, as in diet, medication, etc., or into your body, and what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, negative energy. In a dark place. Exploitation. Somebody's been exploiting someone. It keeps saying that, doesn't it? Somebody's definitely out for the financial gain. No reciprocity, 6 years. This new love, unconditional love that we're in denial about. Water sign, female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Mature, sure of her emotions. It's not somebody who acts on a whim. There's insecurity with this fear of the family unit. Maybe you're frightened that the family will disapprove, but you need to release this burden that you've been carrying. It may not even be yours to carry. There's no defending this situation anymore. It's not defendable. So someone has to become detached and clear thinking, an older man, cutting through the bullshit, getting to the point. Ending something. It may be that you need professional advice, doctor, priest or lawyer. But you have to get clear and exact. Yeah, there may be an infatuation with an outsider. Lack of planning, lack of preparation. It's time to accept things as they really are, because that is complete boredom. It's a nightmare situation and you need to move on. There'll be no healing until you do. Comparing yourself to others isn't a good thing. Don't do that. You are sowing the seeds for a brighter future. Be careful you don't plant those seeds in barren lands. Yeah, could be about religion, some of you. That bloody flies back. It's about carrying a burden, which is what we've got to release. Something or someone has become a burden, but you're playing the martyr and feeling like they couldn't live without you. That's your ego talking. And your burden does not feel the same way. Whatever it is, whether it's work and career, emotional life, nobody appreciates this sacrifice that you're making. So why are you doing it? Yeah, see, ring my bell. There's the visitor. It's an unexpected visitor. Don't look back, look forwards. It's wishes and dreams coming true, happiness. So somebody may be ringing your bell. There's a snake in the grass, so be alert, be aware. Someone who is out for their own gain. Those born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. heartbreak, sorrow, loss, and it goes back, for some of you, be very aware of people around you, because this could be a heart attack. That's what I'm getting today, a heart attack. So be very careful. Don't get into any heated arguments with parents or what have you. This is what I'm getting, is a heart attack. And there it is again, the fox in the hen house. It's all about money and finances, or somebody wanting to get their own way financially. They've done it before, so they think it'll work again. So please, kids, don't get into arguments with your parents about money, especially if you want to borrow it. You have no right to their money. There is a situation here where someone is taking liberties. They've got away with it before and they're going to come back and do it again. There's mountains to climb here. Somebody makes mountains out of molehills, maybe. A massive conflict. You've hit a brick wall. There's no way through now. But there'll be a lucky coincidence. So hopefully, if you are thinking, oh, I won't go to mum and dad's today, I suggest you do. Just because you may be needed. The tower will fall. People may be making ivory towers and it becomes their prison. There is going to be a massive argument today and there could possibly be a heart attack because of it. Disloyalty from the children. So please don't get into arguments with your parents. Somebody could be, if it wasn't for that death card, somebody could be the typical mother who, not the typical mother, the mother, the one that's always depicted as clutching her heart and saying, oh, don't leave because whatever, make an excuse. And then you're playing the martyr or the victim and playing to that when actually there's nothing wrong with the heart. But in this case, I'm pretty sure there is the possibility of someone with a problem with the heart that could pass if you take an argument too far. So just watch yourselves today, please. Yeah, change is coming. A lunar eclipse. And I looked at the eclipse on there. I don't know when we've got the next one. I don't think it's any time soon. It's number 43. The lunar eclipse is when something eclipses all the happiness out of your world. Where's it gone? There, the 5 of Cups. Dwelling on the past, grieving. So be careful today because some of you may be grieving. If you've lost somebody, then I'm very, very sorry. Some truth is going to come out and it's going to cause a massive argument. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon and the truth. The lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. The earth blocks out the sun's light, causing the moon to be in the earth's shadow. This can only happen during a full moon, and while a solar eclipse lasts only for minutes, the lunar eclipse lasts for hours. Ancient people were extremely frightened by eclipses because they believed a great serpent. There it is. Where is she gone? There she is. The great serpent. Was taking bites out of the sun and the moon. Eclipses can bring on times which seem shadowy and disordered, but they are not necessarily bad and should not be viewed as such. We are meant to be thrown off balance, to make necessary changes. It's time of seeing the light and focusing on something you have either put off or didn't exactly notice was coming up. When the lunar eclipse card presents itself in a reading, dramatic changes are in store. Such changes will likely be unexpected ones, the kind that might seem hard or will take some special effort on your part. These will not be gradual, easy, or barely noticed transformations. Your world may be rattled. It will seem like a revolution. Do not be alarmed, however, because the altering of your life is essential in getting you where you need to be. We are all here to share our gifts and lead others to theirs. It is never an easy path. Any number of things might happen, the end or the beginning of a transformative relationship, a change in life path or job, a change in where you live. Whatever it might be, it will be abrupt. Lunar eclipse heralds a time of new way of looking at things. That is why they can even bring on changes in eyeglass or contact lens prescriptions. Or, if you're lucky, a marked improvement in your eyesight. The moon also has a connection to the brain, thus you may find yourself more in tune with unseen energies or experience moments of revelation. Whatever the issue, it's been brewing for a very long time and things are about to bubble over. It could be a partner or would-be partner who wishes to take a relationship to a new level. Since the moon symbolises our emotions, you probably already sense that the change should be and will not be completely surprised by it, but the force and dramatic nature of the shift may be unexpected. Expect to be thrown off balance. If the situation is something you've taken for granted and it collapses, then you will need to make a new start. In any event, you should start to see these effects within the next 6 weeks. 6 weeks, moving on. Thank you, Spirit, full circle. Well done. And expect for an outcome to be complete within 6 months. Yes. This card can also indicate cycles, and whatever seems lost at this time, you can be assured will return to you, perhaps in a different form, but most certainly better. So shifts, cycles, things brought out into the open, change, perhaps radical changes, transformation, sometimes through crisis, but for the best. Diverging paths, getting hit by curveballs and challenges. Relationships that deepen, transform or end. Feeling disorientated, not being sure of having made the correct choice. Big purchases, a new home or a change of residence. In relation to a plan or a goal, endings, exposure, sacrificing things and giving up old habits. A sudden awareness or enlightenment. Possible medical operations. Change in eyeglasses and contact lens prescriptions. Strange, puzzling dreams. Getting and receiving messages of a divine nature. Taking a calm, active approach to the sudden developments. Don't kick off. This is inevitable change, bringing in the new and brings memories and dissolution. So something is ending. Hopefully that burden. Oh my God, I can't believe it. 3 days in a row. So this is something big now. Something is going to devastate you. And you have to be prepared for it and don't let it drag you into deep despair. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you must want to close it. to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is fallen away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now, and instead of cursing that difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless that thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently. Treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby. Wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that Mother has you cradled in her arms. It could be a mother in spirit. It could be around a birthday. It could be that that's how she passed. You had a massive argument and she had a heart attack. If that is the case, she is forgiving and saying you must forgive yourself. The seas may not be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. And one day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything is going to be okay. Remember that. So face it head on. Let it crack you open. Stop delaying your life. Yeah. So you're going to learn something today. Knowledge is learned, but wisdom is the divine prompting from within you. Your angels guide to connect to your still, quiet center and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take a decision and act from it on your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective, as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the bigger picture. So walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. Listen to your inner wisdom. Thanks for listening.